students, welcome to my channel Learn with RP Sir Mtech JU. My name is Rahul Paul. I'm a faculty in the field of mathematics. In this particular video, we are going to talk about the introduction to trigonometry. We are going to talk about the operators of trigonometry, the basic formulas relating to the different operators of trigonometry and the trigonometric table. In every video, we are going to step by step teach you everything relating to this chapter, which is very important for your school as well as for JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. So let us catch up with the video. To start with, we are going to introduce trigonometric functions, the 6 basic trigonometric functions, which is all about the trigonometry. To start with, we are going to talk about sine. Sine stands for perpendicular by hypotenuse. Next we have cosine. Cosine stands for base by hypotenuse. Next we have tangent. Tangent stands for perpendicular by base. Next we have cosec. Cosec stands for hypotenuse by perpendicular. Next we have sec. Sec stands for hypotenuse by base. Next we have chord. Chord stands for base by perpendicular. So this cosec, sec and chord, this is just the reciprocal of sine. Cosec is the reciprocal of sine. Sec is the reciprocal of cosine, and chord is the reciprocal of tangent. Okay, now what is this perpendicular, base, hypotenuse? This is nothing but the 3 sides of a right angle triangle. So imagine this is a right angle triangle. Let us say this is A, B and C, where we have the angle of B, which is a right angle, which is 90 degree. So this AC, this is known as the hypotenuse of the triangle. So hypotenuse is actually the largest side of the triangle. Then we have BC. BC is the base and AB is the perpendicular. Now this is possible if we have this angle as theta. So in whatever base theta is present, that will be the base, and the perpendicular of that is the perpendicular. Now imagine if theta was here, then this would have been the base and this would have been the perpendicular. So that is the thing you have to understand, which one is the angle which is concerning this trigonometrical part, and regarding that we have to call the base and the perpendicular. However, the hypotenuse always remains the same. So in the next section we are going to talk about the different values of the different angles in terms of the sine, cosine, tangent, cosec, sec and chord. So let us go with the trigonometric table. So in this section we are going to talk about trigonometric table. So as you can see here, there are different degrees that we have written, starting from 0 degree, 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. These are the standard 5 degrees that we need to know, and these are the 6 operators whose values we will be knowing regarding this particular degrees. So to start with, for sine 0 degree will be 0, sine 30 degree will be half, sine 45 degree will be 1 upon root 2, sine 60 degree will be root 3 by 2, and sine 90 degree will be 1. So these are the 5 standard values. Sine 0 degree 0, 30 degree is half, 45 degrees 1 upon root 2, 60 degrees root 3 by 2 and 90 degree is 1. For cos, just we have to start from here and come back to here. So this is just the reverse of this one. So cos 0 now will be 1. As you can see this one. Then cos 30 will be root 3 by 2. Cos 45 will be 1 upon root 2, cos 60 will be half, and cos 90 will be 0. For 10, we just need to do the division, sine divided by cos. That will be the values of 10. So for 10 0, that is 0 by 1, that is 0. Then 10 30, half divided by root 3 by 2, which is 1 by root 3. Then we have 1 by root 2 divided by 1 by root 2, which is 1. Then we have root 3 by 2 divided by 1 by 2, which is root 3. And finally we have 1 by 0, which is undefined. Something divided by 0 is undefined. Then we have cosec. Now cosec is just the reciprocal of sine, as I have already told you. So whatever the values of sine is, just we have to reciprocate the value. So as you can see here, sine is 0 for 0 degree. So 0 means 0 by 1. So for cosec it will be 1 by 0, which is undefined. Then we have 1 by 2, so it will be now reciprocal of that, which is 2. Then we have 1 by root 2, so this will be root 2. Then we have root 3 by 2, so this will be 2 by root 3. And we have 1, so that will also be 1 because the reciprocal of 1 is 1. So this is for cosec. Then we have sec, which is the reciprocal of cos. So whatever the values are, we will just have to reciprocate the value. So here cos is 1, so sec will also be 1. Here it is root 3 by 2, so it will be 2 by root 3. Here it is 1 by root 2, so it will be again root 2. Here it is 1 by 2, so it will be 2. Here it is 0, that means 0 by 1, so it will be undefined, which is 1 by 0. And finally for cot, we have the reverse of 10, the reciprocal of 10. So it is 0 here, so 0 by 1, reciprocal will be 1 by 0, which is undefined. Then we have 1 by root 3, so this will be root 3. Then we have 1, so obviously reciprocal will also be 1. Then we have root 3, so it will be 1 by root 3. And finally we have 1, so sorry, we have undefined, so undefined means 1 by 0. So the reverse of that will be 0 by 1, which is 0. So this is the complete trigonometric table that you need for solving the basics of trigonometry. Next we are going to know about the different trigonometric formulas which will be very handy to solve the basic calculations. So now we are going to discuss about the trigonometrical formulas. So as you can see here, there are a lot of formulas, so let me explain one by one. First of all, we will start with the Pythagorean identities of trigonometry. These are called Pythagorean identities because they have a relation with respect to the Pythagoras theorem that we already know, which is the sum of the perpendicular square and the base square will give you the hypotenuse square. So it has some relation with that particular theorem. That is why this is also known as the Pythagorean identities. So let us start with this. First one is sine square plus cos square equals 1. Next one is tan square plus 1 equals sec square theta. And then we have cot square theta plus 1, that is cosec square theta. So these three formulas are very much important when you are solving the basic questions in trigonometry. And after that we have the sum identities, where we have sine of a plus b. Let's say there are two different values of sine and we have summed up. So what will be the value? So that will be sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. Then we have cos a minus b, which is cos a cos b minus sine a sine b. Then we have tan a plus b, which is tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b. Then now we have the difference identities. Difference identities means now we are going to subtract theta 1 and theta 2, that is the two different values of theta we are going to subtract, and then we are going to find out. So sine a minus b is sine a cos b minus cos a sine b. Cos a minus b is cos a cos b plus sine a sine b. 10a minus b is 10a minus 10b divided by 1 plus 10a 10b. Then we have the double angle formula. Now what do you mean by double angle? Double angle means whenever, let's say if I say sine theta, now the double angle will be sine twice of theta. That means we are adding the same angle 2 times. We are making it 2 times. If previously it was sine 30, now it will be sine 60. So this is double angle. So if it is a case of double angle, so that will be given as sine 2 theta will be 2 sine theta cos theta. Cos 2 theta, here there are 3 different formulas to cos 2 theta, and again it depends on the question which has been asked to you, which particular formula you need to apply. This is totally depending on the question and your necessity. So cos 2 theta will be cos square theta minus sine square theta, then 2 cos square theta minus 1 and 1 minus 2 sine square theta. And finally we have tan 2 theta which is equals to 2 tan theta divided by 1 minus tan square theta. So every single formula here is very much important when you are solving trigonometry, and on the next video we are going to practically solve the problems based on trigonometry. We are going to handpick those very important problems where we will be also seeing the application of this particular formulas in those questions. So this class will be very important if you are in class 10th, 11th, 12th, because it is the foundation and very important for your class examinations. So I will see you again on the next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.